In a world where wealth buys power and science defies death, one billionaire CEO lies on the brink of oblivion, his empire crumbling as the best minds fail to save him. But when a chance encounter with a homeless girl reveals her blood holds the key to his survival, a heart-stopping tale of miracles, betrayal, and forbidden love unfolds. Will her gift be his salvation or his undoing? Dive into this gripping story of hope and heartbreak, and subscribe for more thrilling tales that unravel the mysteries of the human heart. In the glittering sprawl of New York City, where skyscrapers pierced the heavens and wealth flowed like rivers, Alexander Kane, the 48-year-old CEO of Kane Enterprises, was a titan among men, his name synonymous with innovation, power, and an untouchable fortune that rivaled nations. His company's breakthroughs in biotech had revolutionized medicine, but now, irony gripped him in its cruel jaws. A rare, aggressive blood disorder was draining his life, leaving the world's greatest minds baffled. The best doctors, scientists, and researchers, armed with billions in funding, toiled day and night in Kane's state-of-the-art medical facility, but every treatment failed, every hope fizzled. His body withered, his once sharp eyes dulled, and whispers of his impending death sent shockwaves through Wall Street. Alexander, a man who'd conquered markets and bent fate to his will, now faced the one enemy he couldn't buy or outsmart. His board of directors, sensing weakness, plotted in shadows, while his estranged daughter, Claire, a brilliant but resentful scientist, refused to visit, blaming him for her mother's death years ago. Desperate, Alexander offered a $10 million reward for a cure, drawing charlatans and geniuses alike, yet none prevailed. Enter Lily, a 19-year-old homeless girl with tangled hair and haunted eyes, who survived on the city's fringes, scavenging scraps and sleeping in alleys. She'd never known a home, her past a blur of foster care and betrayal, but her spirit burned with quiet defiance. One frigid night, as Alexander's convoy sped through the city after another failed treatment, his driver swerved to avoid Lily, who darted across the street chasing a stray dog. The car screeched to a halt, and Alexander, weak but curious, watched as she cradled the injured animal, her hands steady despite her tattered clothes. Something about her stirred him, a flicker of hope in her resilience. He ordered his team to bring her to him, offering food and shelter in exchange for her story. Reluctantly, Lily shared fragments of her life, her voice soft but unflinching, and when a nurse accidentally pricked her finger during a routine check, a drop of her blood fell onto a testing strip. The machine beeped wildly, revealing an anomaly. Lily's blood contained a unique protein, one that matched the elusive key to neutralizing Alexander's disease. The discovery sent the lab into a frenzy. Dr. Elena Voss, Alexander's lead scientist and a woman with her own ambitions, confirmed that Lily's blood could synthesize a cure. But there was a catch. The protein was unstable, requiring frequent transfusions directly from Lily, and each draw would weaken her frail body. Alexander, torn between survival and morality, hesitated, but his desperation won. He offered Lily a deal: live in his mansion, receive food, clothes, and education, in exchange for her blood. Lily, wary but desperate to escape the streets, agreed, though she sensed the weight of his gaze, something deeper than gratitude. As weeks passed, the transfusions worked miracles. Alexander's strength returned, his skin regained its color, and his empire stabilized. Lily, now dressed in silks and tutored by the finest minds, blossomed, her wit and compassion captivating Alexander. Late-night conversations in his study, where he shared his regrets and she her dreams, sparked an unexpected bond. He saw in her the daughter he'd failed and the woman he'd never dared love. But the closer they grew, the more dangerous the world around them became. Dr. Voss, envious of Lily's influence and hungry for the cure's patent, began secret experiments to replicate the protein artificially, risking Lily's life by pushing for more blood draws. Meanwhile, Claire, alerted by rumors of her father's recovery, returned, her resentment flaring when she saw Lily a street rat in her mother's place. She dug into Lily's past, uncovering a shocking truth. Lily was no random orphan, her blood anomaly traced back to a forgotten Kane Enterprises experiment decades ago, one that exposed foster children to untested gene therapy. Lily's mother among them. Lily was, in a twisted way, a product of Alexander's own ambition, her existence tied to his company's darkest secret. Claire, seeing a chance to ruin her father, leaked this to the press, framing Lily as a victim and Alexander as a monster. The scandal erupted, threatening to topple Kane Enterprises. Alexander, now deeply in love with Lily, vowed to protect her, but Lily, horrified by her origins, fled the mansion, disappearing into the city. Desperate, Alexander poured his resources into finding her, even as his health faltered without her transfusions. Dr. Voss, sensing opportunity, sabotaged the remaining blood samples, ensuring Alexander's dependency on her synthetic curia, a flawed version that caused violent side effects. As his condition worsened, Alexander's search led him to a derelict shelter where Lily, weakened by hunger and guilt, lay near death. In a heart-wrenching reunion, he confessed his love, begging her forgiveness for the pain his company caused. Lily, torn but moved by his sincerity, agreed to one final transfusion, knowing it could kill her. The procedure succeeded, saving Alexander, but Lily slipped into a coma, her body too frail to recover. Devastated, Alexander poured his fortune into saving her, building a secret lab to perfect the cure without harming her. Months later, Lily awoke, her strength slowly returning, but the world had changed. Claire, guilt-ridden, exposed Dr. Voss's sabotage, leading to her arrest. Kane Enterprises, cleansed of its sins, pivoted to ethical research under Lily's influence. Alexander, now healthy, proposed to Lily, but she hesitated, her heart torn between love and the scars of her past. In a final twist, Lily discovered she was pregnant, a child conceived during their fleeting closeness, carrying the same blood anomaly. Faced with a choice, Lily chose to stay, not for Alexander's wealth, but for the family she never had. Together, they vowed to protect their child from the world's greed, building a legacy of hope from the ashes of ambition. Alexander, once a dying titan, found salvation not just in Lily's blood, but in her heart, proving that even in the world of power and betrayal, love could rewrite fate.